A heartfelt story, The Last Letter. In a quiet village, there lived an elderly man named Mr. Jenkins. He had spent his life as a teacher, shaping the minds of countless children. As the years passed, he became a beloved figure in the community, known for his gentle smile and kind heart. One chilly autumn day, Mr. Jenkins received a letter from an old student, Sarah. She had moved to the city and was now a successful author. In her letter, she reminisced about how Mr. Jenkins's encouragement had inspired her to pursue her dreams. She invited him to her book launch the following month. Mr. Jenkins was overjoyed but soon realized he was unwell. He'd been diagnosed with a serious illness, and his doctor advised him not to travel. Torn between his health and the chance to reconnect with Sarah, he decided to write her a letter. In his letter, he expressed how proud he was of her achievements and how much her words meant to him. He encouraged her to keep inspiring others, just as she had inspired him. He poured his heart into every word, knowing this might be their last communication. As the launch day approached, Sarah waited eagerly for her beloved teacher. When the day arrived, she looked for him in the crowd but soon felt a pang of disappointment when he didn't show up. After the event, she returned home, feeling a mix of joy and sadness. Later that evening, Sarah found an envelope in her mailbox, Mr. Jenkins's letter. As she read it, tears streamed down her face. She could feel his warmth and wisdom through his words, and it became clear how deeply he cared. The next day, she decided to honor his legacy. Sarah organized a reading at the local library, sharing not just her book but also Mr. Jenkins's letter. The community came together, and they celebrated his impact on their lives. Mr. Jenkins may not have been there physically, but his spirit lived on through the stories he had touched. As Sarah spoke, she realized that love and inspiration transcend time and distance. In that moment, Mr. Jenkins's heart, full of love for his students, continued to beat in the hearts of those he had inspired. And so, the story of Mr. Jenkins and his last letter became a reminder to everyone: never underestimate the power of your words. They can change lives, inspire dreams, and create connections that last a lifetime.